Good evening, brothers and sisters. Well, everything's gone. What next? Okay, that's what we're looking at. I'm trying my best not to look at a date and set a date. I really am. I love looking, as you know. But I want to go over the eclipse on the 19th. I want to look at it and give some information. Now, I don't hold much hope, and I'll show you why we would be raptured. But first thing I want to say is that blood moons are for Israel. Okay, they're for Israel. Through the history of the Bible, it's always been Israel. It's moved on a moon, or something's happened on a moon. 1948 on a full lunar moon. Okay, so how relevant is the partial lunar eclipse on the 19th? And it is 19th on the Gregorian calendar, that is. Bearing in mind that the solely lunar calendar is 360 days. But it shouldn't matter, a moon's a moon, it comes in the sky. So let's just have a look at what it is. Partial lunar eclipse, November 19th. Partial lunar eclipse, not a full lunar. A partial lunar eclipse occurs when the moon passes through the Earth's partial shadow or penumbra. The only portion of it passes through the darkest shadow of umbra during this type of eclipse. That's why it's a partial one. A part of the moon will darken as it moves through the Earth's shadow. The eclipse will be visible throughout most of the eastern Russia, Japan, Pacific Ocean, North America, Mexico, Central America, and parts of the western South of America. Now, looking at that, we can see, bearing in mind that blood moons are for Israel, are for the Jews. And as we see, forgive my voice, I've been for some maintenance. As we can see, no visible eclipses in, where am I? In Jerusalem. Okay, bang in the middle. It will not be visible there. I'm not dispelling this to discourage anybody. I want to encourage everybody because we've got so much interest and stuff. Do you know, it doesn't have to come in Israel's time. Do you know the allotment of the first time I was talking about in the last one? I'm building up the graphs of that, the last video that went out. Where the second allotment is the tribulation. We know that all fits into history, and I'm finishing that off. We know the movements, and the movements of the moons are so important in the 11th Shemitah, which we are technically in, being, say, September, October, I don't know which, is the head of the year. We're technically in the 11th Shemitah cycle, so we'll have a look at the moons in that. Now, these are full blood moons, okay? September 2022. This is the next coming September, October we've got on the Gregorian calendar. We shall see these moves. We know that something terrific always happens, or rather when something happens to Israel's movements or catastrophes, whatever, there's usually a blood moon, a full lunar eclipse knocking around. But what I have got to say is that it doesn't need to be on a moon or an eclipse or a star, a sign in the sky. That would be relevant to Israel more than the church. I am not saying that the Lord is... I don't know the day nor the hour. If you have to forgive me, I've been in for hospital maintenance yesterday. That's why a video didn't go out. Do pray for me, brothers. I'm fine. It's just checkups. You know, the camera's up and down and all the rest of it. And it's taken its toll on me yesterday, and I'm just recovering today. Thanks for your prayers always. But it doesn't have to be it could be tonight. Okay, the Lord could come back with the trumpet blast and the voice of the archangel anytime he wants. And I, like you guys, want to go home. Of course, I'm going to keep watching in the assumption that I might find a day. I doubt if I ever will, but I know that it's a tighter season coming on. We've got the wars, the rumours of wars. We've got everything together now that it could go at any time. I mean, really, the peace treaty's been signed, okay? That's the first step of a tribulation. It's been signed. It's got to be the accord, the Abraham Accord. Rather than Trump's peace plan, you know, covenant with many. I see that as quite significant. I think you'll agree. Hold on, guys. It could happen any time. I'm just making this short because I'm feeling bad. But I leave you with, may God bless you, keep you, make his face to shine upon you, and be gracious to you. I'll keep looking, guys. I will keep looking. Pray for me. God bless.